The cool thing is everything is designed to fit the car. I pre-build everything for you. So once it's all installed and you have the press fit holder in place, it'll just stay here for the life of the vehicle, and it'll collect all of that junk that's always thrown into the turbocharger, the intercooler, it gunks up the spark plugs, it gunks up the PCV system, and this reroutes everything into the canister. And now all you have to do is pull up on it. You can pull the basin out with it, drain everything out, and then put it all back together. Hey everybody, so this video is going to show off the new PCV reroute. This is specifically designed for a factory airbox. I have versions that fit the ZZP intake, the General Motors performance intake, a K&N AEM intakes. This version's for a Gen 2 Cruze. I have versions that fit the Malibu, the Equinox, the Terrain, and the Vanderhall. That being said, this video is going to show off how to do the installation on the PCV reroute only. I have another video showing how to do this with the PCV repair kit and the valve cover orifice repair kit, but this is just this kit only. It's pre-built for you. All you have to do is cut one tube and install everything in place and then mount this to the strut tower, and it's literally that simple. And then this will clean everything. It'll also fix the dumping problem. There's a plastic pipe. This gets rid of it now. And you're going to pop this right in. It's such an easy kit to install, and it is so simple, and it fixes so many problems. So enjoy the video. Comment below if you like the new kits. I've been working on these kits for years, and they've been perfected more than anything I've ever worked on. The only thing that's even more crazy perfected is my probably my turbocharger setups. But here's the installation. Again, let me know what you think. Comment below. All right, so I added this part in. I'm using Cruze missile because I forgot. I already installed the kit in Darren's car for the PCV reroute, but I forgot to show how to remove the tube from a valve that's already in. So I just threw a valve and a tube in so I can show you how to do it while it's still on the car. It should be pretty simple. You just want to cut across the tube. So you can see now that I removed the plastic tube from the barb, you have a spot to clamp the hose onto, and you're just going to leave that in place unless you're changing this whole valve out. And if that's the case, you want to pull on this really hard to get it removed from the valve so you could swap the valve but reuse this. Okay, so the Super Cruzes PCV reroute already comes pre-assembled. All you need to do is put everything in place. It also uses a press fit holder, so when you want to drain it, you just pull it out. You could spin the bottom off and drain it. This press fit holder is designed to hold it perfectly. It needs to go right here. There's a hole right here on your strut tower that will hold it. I'm going to show you how to put that in now. It's really easy. Okay, so I'm fortunate enough to have a lift in my shop. But for those of you that don't, you can pretty much just jack the car up on the passenger side until the wheels are off the ground. Or, I'm sorry, the passenger side wheel is off the ground. Okay, I just want to show everyone, if you jack the car up, you could actually see where the stud comes right through, and you're just going to throw the nut on. With the car jacked up, you could actually get a tool on it, no problem. Once the passenger side wheel is off the ground, you can gain access to the other side of this bolt hole. And this is an adjustable height bracket, but it would go through this little hole that's right here. And then from this side, you can actually get the nut on. Right where I'm standing, you can actually grab the other side of this, and you can do it by feel. All right, I actually found it to be a little easier to grab it with my left hand because I'm right-handed. So I actually found it easier to hold it with my left hand and put the nut on with my right hand because I'm right-handed. I just had better finger dexterity because I'm so used to doing things that way. And now I'll show you how to tighten this up. It's really simple. You don't have to do it on both sides. You can do it. You just basically want to slide this up to the height you want. And then from the other side, you want to tighten it up. What you want to do is, I always have long extensions. I have different lengths. You can even put 2 or 3 together if you want to reach that far over. Like if you don't have, like, let's say a 12-inch, you can just put 2 6-inches together. And then you just want to feed an 11mm or 7/16 in and tighten this obviously clockwise. You want to hold the bracket at the same time. Okay, what I'm doing is holding this cup so it's level and just tightening up on the nut inside the strut tower area. Now that the press fit holder is in place, the PCV reroute can now drop into the holder very easily. And now that the reroute is in place, I pre-build everything.
Cutting this tube off is pretty simple. You want to go long ways, basically the same direction the line goes, and you want to cut across the ribs. And then what you want to do is take a flathead screwdriver once you cut through and just sort of spread open the plastic. This will get it to remove and pop off, and you want to reuse the Y or T fitting, because I pre-build the PCV reroute for you, and it'll just pop right on. And once it pops on, you just clamp it down and it's ready to go.
I absolutely love these knives. They're live on the website now too. I just decided to throw them in this video because I keep forgetting to actually add them to the website. So before I post this video, these will be live. I'm going to add a little bit more lubrication because it is really cold and these hoses shrank a little bit.
My PCV reroute is specifically designed for these vehicles, and all the hoses are an exact length that they need to be. When the kit is installed, everything is designed to fit exactly where it has to go. The lines are level. Everything is designed to route oil and debris into the oil separator, also known as the catch can, and allow air to come out, cleaning everything and also grabbing all of the debris that would normally be sent into your intercooler turbocharger intake system. And it's designed to work perfectly on these vehicles.
So I removed the air box just because it makes installation easier, but at the same time I had a lot of work I had to do to this. What I recommend is move the PCV reroute out of the way before you slide the box in. You're going to put the canister back in its holder in the appropriate spot. I'm right-handed, so that was a little difficult for me. Then you're going to plug the exit for the canister into the appropriate spot. And then there's one final thing you need to do, and it's plug off that part. So again, I'm going to take the badass Super Cruzes knife, and I'm going to cut the rubber off of this. Be careful, this knife is incredibly sharp. I don't want you to hit anything else under the hood. Obviously, the PCV reroute is installed. I just threw the engine cover back in so you can see how it looks. And then what I'll do is I'll pull this out so you can see how easy it is to use, actually. The cool thing is everything is designed to fit the car. I pre-build everything for you. So once it's all installed and you have the press fit holder in place, it'll just stay here for the life of the vehicle. And it'll collect all of that junk that's always thrown into the turbocharger, the intercooler, it gunks up the spark plugs, it gunks up the PCV system, and this reroutes everything into the canister. And now all you have to do is pull up on it. You can pull the basin out with it, drain everything out, and then put it all back together. And then put it back into the press fit holder, and that's it. Just make sure you check it every once in a while. That way you can see how much stuff is getting in there, and it's good to go. It's a great kit.